A major part of learning new words is to use them as soon and as often as possible. But in reality, we know this doesn't always happen. The purpose of this video is to remind and review with you what the past 15 words were, what their basic definitions were, and an example sentence of how to use each of the words that can add greater depth of meaning to your ability to understand and properly use them while communicating at a higher level. The first word is fervor. Fervor is having an intense, heated emotion or passionate enthusiasm for something. When fervor is used in a sentence, it sounds and looks like this. The new documentary may have created a new fervor about convincing and converting opinions on what really happened. The second word is equivocate. Equivocate is to express one's opinions with intent to deceive or to use ambiguous expressions to mislead and even lie about something. When equivocate is used in a sentence, it looks and sounds like this. I am not one to equivocate what happened in the past, so I will move on to current matters. The third word is contrite. Contrite is sincerely feeling or expressing remorse at one's own actions that wrong was done, as a sense of guilt. When contrite is used in a sentence, it sounds and looks like this. There's nothing wrong with admitting and accepting that you've made a big mistake and saying sorry in an honest, contrite manner. The fourth word is gullible. Gullible means to be easily deceived or fooled by information in a permissive or obedient manner that may be considered foolish or even stupid. When gullible is used in a sentence, it sounds and looks like this. There are many people who are gullible and act on information and stories that they hear on the news before verifying what really happened with multiple sources. The fifth word is insipid. Insipid is something that is lacking the qualities that challenge or are interesting and stimulating. Insipid is also something lacking in taste or flavor and is not appealing. When insipid is used in a sentence, it sounds and looks like this. The plate of food looks so tasty in pictures, but in reality was insipid without the correct ingredients to give it the flavor. The sixth word is jovial. Jovial is to be good-humored and cheerful. When jovial is used in a sentence, it sounds and looks like this. It's always best to be around jovial people to help increase your positive energy and boost your mood. The seventh word is impervious. Impervious is to not be capable of being damaged, harmed, affected, disturbed, or is an impenetrable shield. When impervious is used in a sentence, it sounds and looks like this. Her outward emotions seem to be impervious to the rumors being spread on social media. The eighth word is facetious. Facetious is when something is said that may be treating a serious issue with inappropriate humor that is meant to be funny or even a joke. When facetious is used in a sentence, it sounds and looks like this. The slightly facetious way the reporter explained what happened is just part of why people don't take the news serious anymore. The ninth word is debilitating. Debilitating is when there is a severe loss of strength or the ability to function normally. When debilitating is used in a sentence, it sounds and looks like this. Many people have a debilitating fear of public speaking that can be overcome with training, practice, and repetition. The 10th word is ostentatious. Ostentatious is something that is highly ornate and extravagant that is designed to be showy and impress through an obvious attempt to draw attraction. When ostentatious is used in a sentence, it sounds and looks like this. The billionaire liked to show off his collection of ostentatious cars, yachts, and mansions spread around the world. The 11th word is superfluous. Superfluous is something that is not needed, left unused, abandoned, or unnecessary when there is already enough above what is required. When superfluous is used in a sentence, it sounds and looks like this. The school will be selling off the older, unused, and superfluous musical instruments after making new equipment purchases this summer. The 12th word is quaint. Quaint is something that is unusual or different in character or appearance. Quaint can also be something that is marked by skillful design or marked by beauty or elegance. When quaint is used in a sentence, it sounds and looks like this. The antique store was filled with quaint old furniture and memorabilia. The 13th word is ardent. Ardent is showing great passion, urgent interest, desire, enthusiasm, and or loyalty for something or someone. When ardent is used in a sentence, it sounds and looks like this. My ardent support for you to learn more words is a labor of love to teach and share. The 14th word is contempt. Contempt is the act of despising or feeling the lack of respect towards someone or something in a way that is willful disobedience towards authority figures, especially in a court of law. When contempt is used in a sentence, it sounds and looks like this. The judge had to explain to the young defendant that his contempt for following the law would become very expensive if he continued his actions. And the 15th word is blatant. Blatant is when something is very obvious and intentional and can often be viewed as negative, offensive, or even vulgar. When blatant is used in a sentence, it sounds and looks like this. The politician told a blatant lie to the reporters who demanded answers on the latest scandal. Make sure to go back and watch individual power word videos that you need the most to work on and review the rest to be able to use them as soon and as often as possible. The links to all of those videos are listed in the description below to save you the time and hassle from having to search around for them. So tell me, what's your top 3 words that you've been using or plan to use? Leave that answer in the comments below too in the next few days. And remember that my goal is that your success is the goal. I'll see you online soon.